Well, the majority of Scotland wakens to a covering of snow, the first snowfall of the season, and it really is a splendid sight, isn't it, folks? Looking over the village of Lennoxtown, that's looking towards the central belt, the main population core of Scotland. Glasgow would be down here towards the south, and of course the Campsie Fells covered in a white blanket, absolutely superb. I always get excited about the first covering of snow. I don't know about yourself, you either love it or you hate it. I think it would be a different story if I was back at work today and I was driving on the roads, and it's amazing how we panic at the first covering of snow. But just take it easy, take your time and enjoy it. The first covering of snow of the season. Over the course of today, we're going to continue to see that northwesterly flow, introducing more and more snow showers, particularly across more inland areas. But as the next 24 to 36 hours progresses, folks, remember that despite the fact that we've got this covering of snow, don't be led into believing, folks, that this is the winter arrived, this is the snow that's going to stick around. It's not going to stick around. The reason being is it's an Atlantic-driven pattern. You're probably sick and tired of me saying that, and I apologise for that. But there's key factors at play here. We've got into tomorrow night, after a very cold night tonight, temperatures widely down to -4, -6. The odd Highland Glen spot might dip down to -8, even -9 tonight. So it's a cold night ahead. I do hope that you wrap up warm tonight. But as tomorrow progresses, another cold day tomorrow, temperatures 4 or 5 Celsius at best, especially with the snows on the ground. We're going to see a next system rolling off the Atlantic. Winds are going to start to veer more westerly rather than northwesterly. What that means is we've got a milder pressure air coming in off the Atlantic. Winds increase, particularly from about the Midlands southwards today, and into tomorrow night we're going to be seeing rain more widely across low levels, so we're going to start to see this snow melt away, disappear. Likely by about Thursday, with another pressure of Atlantic air, another wee system moving in, we'll be seeing very heavy snow over the Grampians of Scotland, significant falls, 6 to 12 inches quite widely, I think, up over the higher routes. So even the A9 up by Drumochter Summit, be careful, it could be quite a tricky situation for you. But down at low levels across the central belt, I think wind and rain will be the picture. Late in the week, as the system pushes off to the east and northeast, remember, this has happened because we've got a backside flow coming out of the north and northwest. That will happen again at the latter part of the week. Cold northerly winds. We're going to see a repeat of the temperatures, but the chances are we're not going to see the snow on the ground yet. Over the course of the next week or so, folks, I continue to see the pattern cold overall, but we will continue to see these wee posts of the milder conditions pushing in. Like I say, the Atlantic-driven pattern doesn't sustain this setup across the UK just yet. But I'm continuing to watch the North Atlantic. Will we see that high pressure migrate to the west, out over the North Atlantic and Greenland? That would suggest then we're going to see a more profound, more substantial Arctic air mass. This is a polar maritime air mass, but could we see that flow coming out of the north and northeast of Scandinavia and Siberia? That is where I think the cold and this will hang around for a substantial period of time. But that will be the latter part towards Christmas, into the new year, and I think the coldest spell of the season will lie around the 30th of December through the 15th of January. But I hope you're enjoying this winter wonderland across northern and central portions of the UK. Of course, I know many of you across the Midlands and the south are complaining you don't have this. Be patient, folks, because I do think the majority of the UK will be covered in snow by Christmas morning. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye.